Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, my name is Brandon. I am an acting coach, and today I'm jumping back into another music reaction on Emma Kok. This is a young lady I just recently discovered. I think that more so than some of the other young artists that I encounter on this channel, and I've gone through quite a few. I think the thing that's impressed me most in the first performance that I saw from this young lady is not as much her vocal performance, but the way she was able to communicate physically, the way she embodied the text, the lyrics. She has a very keen instinct for how to interpret text, how to communicate that to the audience. I think that she, beyond her years, has an ability to really express and communicate visually, which is really interesting. She's got a lovely voice, beautiful voice, obviously, or she wouldn't be who she is. But for me personally, the thing that I was impressed by the most was her ability to take the text and really communicate it as a whole body performance. So I'm really excited to get into this one. This is Hallalujia. If it's a song that I'm thinking of, then, and I'm 98% sure that it is, and I'm really excited because this is a song that I love personally, and I'm very interested to see, again, more so than vocally, what she's able to do with a song with this much meaning, with this much depth from a visual perspective in her performance. So let's just jump into it. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal, the things, how it all works. Let's just jump right in here. This is Emma Kok singing Hallelujah. Yes, love the song. Beautiful arrangement, just as a side note.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord.
Yeah.
But you don't really care for music, do ya?
Beautiful vibrato.
Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor falls, the major lift,
Beautiful.
composing, hallelujah,
Come on, so good. Already I'm seeing a ton of things that I'm absolutely in love with. First of all, so talking about the voice, I love the choices that they made going into the chorus. A little bit of a change from the original, obviously, keeping it nice and light, aspirate, way up in a register, and very soft. It's a very interesting choice to make with this particular song. So, I mean, and she did a beautiful job vocally. Yes, wonderful. But from the jump, she was talking to us. And this is something that I see in very experienced performers. The first one that pops to mind is Lara Fabian. That they are able to take these huge, powerful pieces of music. And even though it is what it is and it's attached to all this cultural history and all the nostalgia and everything, and it's a part of our lives. This song is a song that I have been hearing since I was a child. But despite all of that, she's able to perform this in a way that makes it feel incredibly intimate, makes it feel so much like you are the only person in the space, just sitting in a darkened room, and she's singing it directly to you. It's an incredible achievement that's not as easy as it may seem at times. It's incredibly difficult. It takes an incredible amount of focus. It takes an incredible amount of commitment and vulnerability. You have to be willing to be raw and bare and just sort of expose your heart to your audience. It's not an easy thing to do, and I'm really impressed that she's able to do it so easily. There's one moment here, I mean, just as she's finishing out this chorus, she's not even doing much physically, but just the gentle expression on her face, this sort of expression, it's soft and it's vulnerable, and it's incredibly impactful. I'm super impressed. That look right there, look at her eyes. Stronger.
needed proof.
Love
You
it.
saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you.
Just look at how she's using her whole body.
Tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she got your head. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah.
Beautiful.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Look at that. Look at her. Okay, okay. So I wanted to stop it one more time before we get into this next bit because she did something very interesting. I kind of expected something a little different. Now, when she came in, it was very strong, much more powerful, more in the chest, more chord closure, and her body language was stronger. She was moving with the music in a different way. She was digging down into all of these notes as she spoke. She was speaking with conviction. She's singing, sure, but she was speaking with conviction. Like she was singing with strength and with intention. It was really cool to watch. Now, when she went into the chorus, I didn't know if I should expect a big, powerful note and then for her to drop back down to that more delicate place, and she didn't. She kept it very strong. The question for me now, and I'm really interested to see, is where do you go from there? So that wasn't necessarily a 10, but you did go from where you were hovering around a 3 or 4, energy-wise, power-wise, right, dynamics. And then in the second chorus, you jumped up to like an 8, and you held it there around an 8, 7, 8, 9 the entire time. And never really peaking at a 10, I don't think. I don't think she quite peaked, but she's close. So my question is, how do they manage the dynamics from here? From a performance perspective, I'm really curious. I think it's going to be incredible, but I'm really interested to see if we get a little more dynamic variety in this last section here as we close out, how exactly they're going to manage it. I'm really excited to see it, and I couldn't help but stop and but all those moments, just looking at her body, the way she's using her shoulders and her arms, her hips, the way she's bearing down with her abs, her core, right? Using those core muscles to get these notes out, to really express something. Her face is all there. I'm talking a little fast, but it's just because it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to this next section. It's a beautiful setup. Lovely. Nice. Here we go.
Maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love is how to shoot at somebody who drew you. And it's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a call and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Wow. Okay. Oh. Hear all that aspiration? Look at her hold on to it. Holding, oh my God, so beautiful. All right. So they did a beautiful job balancing the dynamics through that entire piece. I kind of want to go back and see that whole last section again. She gave me chills, guys. Somebody this young, I don't know that she should be able to do that with this particular song. It is interesting, just a quick side note, that this song has taken on the life that it has, considering what the actual meaning of the text. I've never really considered it a Christmas song. It kind of seems like how they're playing it here, but it's certainly it's just an interesting thing to think about the life that song has taken on in sort of the cultural zeitgeist. But back to Emma. We're gonna go back to this moment here. I just have to see it again. Yeah, we're just gonna go all the way back here. Using her whole body, the knees bending, the fist clenched. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Right. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so taking that moment, that expression right there, taking that moment between these beats is really important for the performance. To really pull it down, her eyes are closed, it's contemplative, she's settling in herself, and she's bringing us in closer. And it's kind of like that old saying they talk about, if you really want somebody to hear you, whisper, don't shout. And that's a really true statement from just like speaking from the perspective of human nature, speaking from the perspective of psychology. And just our emotional makeup. It really is impactful. And her taking this moment, I'm really glad the camera stayed on her here and just pulling it down, bringing us all in as audience members. It's so gorgeous. I'm really glad I got to see this one. I really am. Look at her eyebrows, the muscles around on her face, her eyes. Look at that. The sensitivity and the vulnerability on her face are epic. Absolutely incredible. How she shakes her head. Okay, I'm sorry. We have to go back one more time. Watch this. Look at her face right here. So I talk a lot about the difference between manufactured emotion and genuine, authentic emotion. There is so much action, so much movement happening on her face, in her facial expressions. It's blowing me away. This look, I can still see it. This look that she's got on her face right here. There's such a sense of compassion coming off of it. That's probably the best word I can think of to describe it. It's all these small little muscles all over her face, from her cheeks, the edges of her lips, even underneath her chin, but also mainly around her eyes, her brows. All of that's working together to create this particular instant in time that is communicating to us a sense of understanding. The song it's melancholy. There's grief in this song, but the expression that she's giving here is, it feels like somebody telling you, yeah, I know things are tough, I know things are hard, but you're not alone. It's a beautiful, beautiful interpretation of this particular song. It's a wonderful way to communicate what's happening right now at this particular time in the song, because it's a heavy song. It's a really heavy piece, and having this sense of companionship, this sense of solidarity and compassion being expressed visually. Most people probably wouldn't pick up on it, or at least not in a way that it would really hit them the way it's hitting me right now, because I'm actively analyzing it. But this is a thing that would seed in the hearts of anybody listening to this song, and it would communicate that. I mean, you would have the same impact from the song that you would always have, but underneath it, or I should say layered on top of it, you would have a sense of comfort. That's incredible. All with a look. This is why I love what I do. This is incredible. I just had to leave it here so you guys could see it one more time before we get started. It's so beautiful.
It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a call.
See the little shoulder? Okay, I'm sorry. We've already heard it once, so I can do this. Watch her right shoulder on the left side of your screen. Just like a gentle embrace. Like she was just giving us all a little hug. This is my favorite part of like area of her voice. I love this. The inhale, eyes closed. Gorgeous, and just living in the moment. By the way, completely subverting my expectations on that last note. I loved it. Drop back down into her chest and letting that go and just holding it until that moment right there. So beautiful. All right, that was Emma Kok singing Hallelujah. I'm so glad I got a chance to listen to this song. This was an amazing performance for this particular piece. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. Again, I feel like the actual meaning of the song has gotten lost over the time. People forget what it's actually about, especially at particular moments. I don't know. There are some parts in this song that are borderline inappropriate for children, so that's a little odd. But this is a truly remarkable performance. This visually, like vocally, it was great. I think the arrangement was beautiful. Whoever made the decisions on the dynamics of the vocal performance, when to go with the chest voice, when to get more aspirate and go into her head voice, when to hit those big moments, and how to navigate this song. Whoever did that, whether it was her and a team, whomever, our composer, they did a brilliant job. It was absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the support on the channel. I appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do down there in the description. There are different ways to support the channel. I appreciate it so much. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember, as always, to be kind to each other. And most importantly, be kind to yourself.